In the last slide, we were discussing universal shift register, and we left with only one operation, that is shift left operation, right? So in the last example, I have considered the initial value which is loaded in this D3 is in these flip flops was 1 1 triple 1 0, right? This was the initial data which was loaded in these 4 flip flops, right? And we shifted it right one time, right? So we shifted this data towards right one time. So what we got after shifting, what we got this data, right? So here I am not drawing an entire circuit which I have drawn in the last slide. Okay, I am drawing only for shift left operation, right? So every whatever circuit I discussed in the last slide, that remains same. Only the thing is we need to concentrate only the circuit regarding shift left operation. Okay, so here this is the data which is this is the data which we got after shifting the initial content towards right once. Okay, now we will see what happens to this data after shifting left. Okay, so this is serial in for shift left operation. Okay, so here I am explaining a shift left operation. That means the data has to be sent from right. Okay, so and what is the value for shift left? S1 S0 should be 1, S0 should be 0, right? So for if S1 is equal to 1, S0 is equal to 0, it will select the data line D2. Okay, so D2 is used for shifting the content of these flip flops towards left. Okay, yeah. Next, outputs are connected to D3 as it is. Okay, so now these are the outputs of muxes are connected to inputs of these flip flops. Okay, so this is Q3, Q2, and this is Q1. Okay, now this is the data which I am shifting to which I wanted to shift it towards left, right? So initially what I will load here from outside, I will send 0 to D2. So what happens when select line is 1 0, D2 is 0, F will become equal to 0, and this 0, D4 will become 0 after applying the clock pulse. That 0 will be loaded in this first flip flop, this fourth flip flop you can say, right? So here it is equal to 0, right? So now what happens, this one needs to be shifted towards right by one position, this one needs to be shifted towards right left, so I said right, this one needs to be shifted towards left by one position, right? So for shifting it towards left, what I should do, I should connect what, Q4 to D2 of this mux, right? So I'll number the muxes 1 2 3 4, right? So this Q4 needs to be connected to D2. So what happens here, the previous value of this flip flop is taken and it is connected to D2. That means this mux will select the content of D2, which is 1, and F is equal to 1. F is connected to D3, and what happens to Q3? Q3 will become equal to 1, right? So that means this one is shifted towards left. Okay, now again we'll take this Q3 and connect it to D2 of second multiplexer. So what happens here, Q3 was previously it was 1, and when this is connected to D2, this mux selects D2 and its content is 1, F is equal to 1, which is connected to D2. That means Q2 will become 1. So this one will shift towards left, Next, similarly Q2 needs to be connected to D2, and what happens here, this one will get shifted towards left, right? And this 0 will be replaced by this one, that was the content of the next flip flop, right? So this is the full operation of universal shift register. right? So we don't have any ready-made IC for this. Okay, we don't have any ready-made IC for universal shift register, right? But even if I draw the pin diagram for universal shift register, so which all pin you can see, if this is USR, USR stands for universal shift register, right? So one pin required is S1, S0. These are the select lines of multiplexers. One is SIL, that is serial input for left shift, and fourth one is serial input for right shift. Okay, and we require parallel inputs P1, P2, P3, and sorry, P0, P1, P2, P3, or P1, P2, P3, P4. It's left to you, right? Numbering is not important. The concept is very important. Next, we require a clock. And we require one clear pin. Active low clear pin is needed to clear all the flip-flops at the same time, and we have total 4 outputs, which are the outputs of 4 flip-flops, or you can take it as Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, right? So this is, if USR is available in the form of IC, you will be finding these all pins for that particular USR. Okay, but it is not readily available. Even we are going to do one experiment in our lab, right? So we have to perform this operation in the lab, and we are going to check its simulation, right? So please, if you have not understood the concept, please go through that video thoroughly and try to understand the concept very clearly, right? So because it is there, and you are going to perform one lab on this. Okay, so moving to the next slide, we are going to discuss one more sequential circuit, which is a combination of flip-flops, is called a counter, right? So what are the counters? This is the sequential circuit. It is a sequential circuit, contains, so sequential circuit contains more than one flip-flop, and it is used to so we will discuss this counter. Let me finish this definition. It is used to count the number of clock pulses. So we will continue with this counter in next class.